The hip-hop world is in total shock right now, and it's all because of one insane moment caught on camera. Akademiks, one of the biggest names in media commentary, was reportedly confronted and beaten by affiliates connected to Lil Baby. Fans and insiders alike are asking, what really happened, and why did this go down? While rumors have been flying for hours, Lil Baby has finally reacted, and his response is sending waves across social media. This isn't just a celebrity feud, it's a real-life clash that has everyone talking about loyalty, respect, and power in the streets of hip-hop. What makes this situation even more intense is that the footage went viral almost instantly. People are dissecting every second, analyzing body language, timing, and reactions to figure out exactly how things unfolded. Lil Baby's reaction adds a whole new layer to the story. He isn't just sitting back. He's addressing the situation directly, and his words have shocked fans across the globe. From commentary on social media to heated debates in comment sections, this moment has turned into a full-blown conversation about accountability, influence, and the boundaries of fame and hip-hop culture. In this video, we're breaking down every detail of what happened to Akademiks, how Lil Baby responded, and why this incident could change the way fans see both him and the power dynamics in the music world. Trust us, you do not want to miss this breakdown. It's raw, unfiltered, and unlike anything the hip-hop community has seen in a long time. As the footage circulated online, fans immediately noticed the intensity of the situation. Akademiks, known for his commentary and sometimes controversial takes, was caught off guard in what appeared to be a coordinated confrontation by Lil Baby's affiliates. At first glance, it looked like a simple scuffle, but the context surrounding the incident suggests deeper tensions between street loyalty, respect, and public image within the hip-hop community. This isn't just about a fight on camera. It's a window into how influence, reputation, and personal relationships collide in real time, often in ways fans never fully understand. One of the most striking elements of the video is how calm Lil Baby appears in his reaction. While the confrontation escalated quickly, his response, recorded in a separate video, was measured, deliberate, and full of nuance. Unlike other situations where celebrities might react impulsively, Lil Baby carefully chose his words, signaling that he is aware of both public perception and the power of his brand. Analysts and fans alike have noted that this demonstrates a level of control and strategic thinking rarely seen when tensions are high. Looking deeper, the incident also highlights the complicated relationships between artists and media personalities in the hip-hop world. Akademiks, despite his prominence, often finds himself at odds with artists who feel misrepresented or criticized. This confrontation wasn't random. It was fueled by previous remarks, perceived slights, and the intense scrutiny that comes with both street credibility and social media influence. Fans dissecting the video noticed subtle cues, like body language, eye contact, and the positioning of the affiliates, all of which point to a carefully orchestrated warning rather than a spontaneous outburst. The timing of Lil Baby's reaction also matters. In a landscape dominated by social media, every post, video, and statement can amplify or defuse a situation. By responding when he did, Lil Baby controlled the narrative, redirecting attention from a potential scandal to his perspective. His words resonated with fans and critics alike, offering clarity, but also leaving room for debate about accountability and the boundaries of loyalty in hip-hop culture. What's even more fascinating is the role of the affiliates in this incident. Their involvement highlights how networks of support and street connections operate behind the scenes. While some fans criticize the actions as excessive, others praise the show of unity and protection of Lil Baby's name. This duality reflects a larger pattern in hip-hop, where loyalty, respect, and reputation often intersect with public perception, sometimes leading to highly charged situations like this one. Another layer that many viewers may have missed is the impact of live reactions and social media commentary. The moment went viral almost immediately, with fans sharing clips, memes, and analysis. The engagement didn't stop at entertainment. Audiences began debating ethics, street codes, and the responsibilities of public figures. This viral spread not only magnified the tension, but also underscored how events like these shape narratives and influence culture in real time. The video also offers a lens into hip-hop's evolving approach to conflict and accountability. Historically, feuds and confrontations were often kept private, but the rise of social media has created a landscape where almost every action can be recorded, analyzed, and discussed instantly. Lil Baby's measured response shows that modern artists are navigating this reality strategically. They're aware that public perception can impact both reputation and career longevity. By addressing the incident publicly, he demonstrated not only leadership, but also a sophisticated understanding of how to manage a potentially volatile situation. Fans and media commentators quickly dissected the subtleties in Lil Baby's reaction. Some noted his calm tone, others pointed out the deliberate phrasing, and many emphasized the strategic timing of his response. Every detail became a talking point, from the way he addressed accountability to how he reinforced his position without inflaming tensions further. This level of strategic communication reflects the high stakes of modern celebrity and the careful balance between authenticity, control, and influence. Meanwhile, Akademiks himself offered follow-up commentary, adding another dimension to the unfolding story. His take provided context, clarified misconceptions, and, in some cases, challenged public assumptions about the incident. This back and forth between a high-profile artist and a media figure illustrates the delicate interplay of perception, narrative control, and cultural influence in hip-hop today. Fans became deeply engaged, with discussions ranging from loyalty codes to media responsibility, showing how a single event can trigger complex cultural conversations. The incident also highlights the power dynamics in hip-hop. Lil Baby isn't just reacting to a minor scuffle, he's asserting authority, managing reputation, and signaling boundaries to both peers and the public. The scuffle itself becomes secondary to the broader message about influence, credibility, and how artists navigate public scrutiny. Every gesture, every word, and every reaction carries weight, reminding audiences that actions, even off the court or off stage, have consequences that ripple across social media, fan communities, and the industry itself. Finally, this episode underscores the importance of narrative in modern hip-hop culture. What could have been dismissed as a minor altercation became a global conversation because of strategic reactions, viral video, and media coverage. Lil Baby's response, the affiliate's involvement, and Akademiks' follow-up all combined to create a story that captured attention, sparked debate, and reinforced lessons about respect, loyalty, and influence. It's a prime example of how, in today's world, even moments of conflict are carefully scrutinized, dissected, and turned into cultural touchpoints. In conclusion, the incident between Lil Baby's affiliates and Akademiks is more than just a viral video. It's a window into the complexities of celebrity influence, street loyalty, and modern media strategy. It's a story about timing, narrative control, and the delicate balance between authenticity and public perception. Fans may have initially seen it as shocking or chaotic, but when analyzed closely, it reveals layers of strategy, cultural codes, and the high stakes of hip-hop fame. As the story unfolded, the online community erupted with reactions. Fans, influencers, and fellow artists weighed in, breaking down the incident from multiple angles. On Twitter, hashtags related to the event began trending almost immediately, with users debating accountability, the role of affiliates, and Lil Baby's response. Clips from the confrontation were dissected frame by frame, with commentators pointing out subtleties in body language, timing, and situational awareness. Even casual viewers quickly realized this wasn't just a random street scuffle, it was a calculated moment with implications for street credibility, public perception, and artist influence. Media outlets and entertainment channels quickly jumped on the story, analyzing not only the confrontation, but also its broader significance in hip-hop culture. Experts highlighted that the way Lil Baby reacted calmly, strategically, and measured demonstrated a level of maturity and media awareness that sets him apart from many of his peers. Instead of escalating the situation, he chose to address it publicly in a controlled manner, signaling that he is aware of how every move can impact his brand, reputation, and influence. His response became a blueprint for handling crises in the social media era, where missteps can go viral within seconds. Meanwhile, Akademiks' role in the unfolding narrative added another layer of intrigue. Known for his outspoken commentary, Akademiks didn't shy away from providing context and his perspective on the incident. Fans were fascinated by how he balanced transparency with caution, carefully explaining the events while also acknowledging the intensity of the altercation. This back and forth between Akademiks and Lil Baby sparked extensive discussions about media responsibility, artist accountability, and the fine line between commentary and provocation. As the debate continued, attention turned toward the affiliates themselves. Analysts and fans noted that their actions were deliberate, reflecting a broader understanding of loyalty, protection, and signaling within the hip-hop community. The affiliates weren't acting randomly. They were sending a message, demonstrating unity, and reinforcing boundaries. For some viewers, this display of loyalty was admirable. For others, it raised questions about escalation, public safety, and the responsibilities of those connected to high-profile figures. Regardless, the incident highlighted how support networks in hip-hop operate both on and off camera, often shaping perceptions of influence, credibility, and respect. Social media played an instrumental role in amplifying the event. The clip quickly circulated on YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, and Twitter, sparking endless reaction videos, memes, and analysis. Fans dissected every angle, speculating about motives, prior incidents, and the potential consequences for both Lil Baby and Akademiks. The viral nature of the content turned what might have been a localized incident into a global conversation, emphasizing how social media now functions as the central stage for hip-hop culture and celebrity conflict. The incident also prompted debates around ethics and accountability. Some viewers criticized the affiliates' actions as extreme, arguing that violence should never be glorified. Others defended the show of loyalty, framing it as part of hip-hop's street code. This duality sparked intense dialogue about the blurred lines between personal honor, public image, and professional responsibility in the modern music industry. Lil Baby's measured reaction further fueled this conversation, demonstrating that modern artists must navigate not only street dynamics, but also public scrutiny and media interpretation. Analysts also explored the implications for Lil Baby's career and brand. In an era where social media shapes narratives and fan perception, how an artist responds to controversy can have long-term consequences. By addressing the situation publicly and carefully, Lil Baby protected his image while maintaining credibility. His response reinforced his influence, proving that leadership isn't only demonstrated through music and performance, but also through strategic communication and crisis management. Fans and industry insiders alike noted that this incident could become a defining moment in his career, illustrating how to balance authenticity, loyalty, and public perception. Meanwhile, Akademiks' continued commentary kept the story alive. He broke down the nuances of the confrontation, shared his perspective on the affiliates' motivations, and even addressed potential misconceptions circulating online. This ongoing dialogue not only provided clarity, but also fueled continued engagement. Fans were drawn into a multi-layered narrative, where both sides had reasoning, perspective, and influence, illustrating how modern conflicts in hip-hop aren't one-dimensional. They're multifaceted, public, and highly scrutinized. The cultural impact of the incident cannot be overstated. It reignited discussions about loyalty in hip-hop, public versus private conflict, and the influence of media personalities. Young artists and fans observed how actions, reactions, and communication strategies can shape a career and influence perception. Hip-hop culture thrives on reputation, respect, and storytelling, and this episode served as a real-life example of how those elements interact in the digital age. Every detail, from body language to timing of social media responses, became a case study in influence, authority, and the balance between authenticity and image management. As the narrative continued to unfold, speculation grew about the potential ripple effects. Would this incident alter relationships within the industry? How would other artists and media figures respond? Some predicted backlash or new alliances, while others argued that Lil Baby's strategic handling would prevent escalation. Regardless of the outcome, it became clear that this confrontation was more than just a fleeting moment. It was a reflection of power dynamics, influence, and the stakes involved in navigating fame in 2026. Fans and analysts also highlighted the role of timing in Lil Baby's reaction. By speaking out when he did, he controlled the narrative and avoided letting misinformation dominate the conversation. His timing reinforced his credibility, showing that he is not just reactive but proactive, aware that perception often carries more weight than reality. It's a lesson in modern celebrity management, where the speed and strategy of communication can determine whether an incident becomes a disaster or an opportunity to demonstrate leadership and poise. Finally, the incident highlighted a broader truth about the intersection of celebrity, influence, and accountability. Lil Baby's response, Akademiks' commentary, and the viral spread of the footage illustrate how public perception, media coverage, and personal behavior are inextricably linked in today's cultural landscape. For fans, this was more than entertainment. It was a lesson in strategy, influence, and how actions ripple through both digital and real-world communities. The story is a perfect example of how modern hip-hop narratives are shaped not just by music, but by media, street credibility, and public dialogue. As the dust settled from the viral incident, fans and analysts began to consider the long-term impact on both Lil Baby and Akademiks. What initially seemed like a shocking, isolated moment had grown into a complex narrative that touched on celebrity influence, media dynamics, and street credibility. The video itself became a reference point in discussions about accountability, loyalty, and strategy within hip-hop culture. Many observers noted that incidents like these, when handled strategically, can elevate an artist's reputation, turning a potential controversy into a moment of authority and leadership. Lil Baby's measured reaction remained the focal point of much discussion. By calmly addressing the incident, he signaled to fans, industry peers, and affiliates that he understands the weight of his influence and the importance of public perception. His response also sent a subtle but clear message to anyone attempting to challenge him. His team, his affiliates, and his voice are not to be underestimated. Analysts pointed out that this is a masterclass in crisis management, showing how an artist can navigate volatility while maintaining respect, authority, and credibility. Meanwhile, Akademiks continued to provide updates and his perspective, further fueling public discussion. His commentary offered insight into the context and motivations behind the altercation, adding depth to what might have otherwise been dismissed as a simple confrontation. By staying engaged and transparent, Akademiks ensured that the narrative remained multifaceted, highlighting both the human and professional dimensions of the conflict. Fans were able to witness the dynamics of influence, reputation, and accountability in real time, making the story far more compelling than typical social media drama. The incident also sparked broader conversations about affiliate involvement in celebrity conflicts. Observers debated the ethics, necessity, and impact of having associates intervene in public disputes. Some argued that the affiliates' actions were an expression of loyalty and protection, while others questioned whether such behavior escalates tension unnecessarily. These discussions underscored the fine line artists must walk when balancing personal safety, public image, and street credibility, an increasingly complex dynamic in the age of viral media. Social media played a crucial role in the ongoing fallout. Clips of the confrontation, reaction videos, and breakdowns by fans and content creators kept the story alive for weeks. Every new post sparked additional conversations about accountability, strategic responses, and cultural norms in hip-hop. The viral nature of the content amplified its significance, turning what might have been a fleeting moment into a long-lasting cultural reference point. Analysts highlighted that the speed and intensity of engagement illustrates the modern reality of celebrity, where perception can be as influential as action. One of the most significant outcomes of this incident is the lesson it offers to other artists and public figures. Lil Baby's approach demonstrates the power of thoughtful, measured communication in high-stakes situations. By addressing the incident directly but without aggression, he not only protected his reputation but also reinforced his authority and influence. Fans recognized that leadership isn't demonstrated solely through music, performance, or popularity. It's also evident in the ability to manage controversy with intelligence, poise, and foresight. Moreover, the situation illuminated the evolving relationship between artists and media personalities. Akademiks, as a prominent commentator, plays a critical role in shaping public perception. This incident highlights the delicate balance between commentary, critique, and real-world consequences. The interplay between Lil Baby and Akademiks served as a vivid example of how influence, media presence, and celebrity behavior intersect in modern hip-hop culture. The cultural implications extend beyond the individuals involved. Observers noted that the incident reflects larger trends in celebrity accountability, audience engagement, and narrative control. Artists are no longer just performers. They are public figures whose actions, affiliations, and responses are scrutinized intensely. Social media has transformed minor conflicts into viral phenomena, emphasizing that every decision, every statement, and every public reaction carries weight. Lil Baby's handling of this confrontation offers a blueprint for navigating this environment effectively. Fans also examined the symbolic meaning behind the incident. The confrontation, Lil Baby's reaction, and the affiliates' involvement all send messages about loyalty, respect, and influence. These elements resonate with audiences who look to artists not just for entertainment, but for cues about behavior, integrity, and leadership. In this sense, the viral video became more than drama. It became a cultural lesson in influence, ethics, and strategic decision-making within hip-hop. Looking at the aftermath, it's clear that the incident has reshaped perceptions of both Lil Baby and Akademiks. Lil Baby is seen as a figure who can handle pressure, assert authority, and maintain control over his narrative. Akademiks, on the other hand, demonstrated transparency, professionalism, and the ability to navigate complex situations publicly. Together, their interactions provide insight into the evolving dynamics of celebrity influence, public scrutiny, and audience engagement. Finally, this event reinforces a broader truth about the modern hip-hop landscape. Every action has consequences, and every reaction can define perception. Lil Baby's approach turned a potentially chaotic situation into a demonstration of leadership and strategic thinking. Akademiks' engagement ensured the story remained nuanced and multifaceted. Fans and analysts now have a case study in how modern conflicts unfold, how narratives are shaped, and how reputation and influence are negotiated in real time. In conclusion, the confrontation, Lil Baby's response, and Akademiks' commentary combined to tell a story about influence, accountability, and strategy in contemporary hip-hop. What began as a shocking, viral incident has evolved into a lesson in leadership, public perception, and cultural dynamics. This is more than a story about a fight or a reaction. It's a window into the way influence operates, how reputations are built or maintained, and how cultural narratives are formed in the digital age. Lil Baby's measured response, the affiliates' actions, and Akademiks' transparency collectively create a multi-dimensional narrative that will continue to be referenced and analyzed in hip-hop circles for years to come. This incident has shaken the hip-hop community, and now it's your turn to weigh in. What do you think about Lil Baby's reaction? Did he handle it the right way, or could he have done more? And what about Akademiks? Was his response fair and transparent, or did it escalate tensions? We want to hear your thoughts because the debate isn't over and your opinion matters. Drop a comment below sharing your take on the situation. Are loyalty and street credibility worth the risk of public confrontation? How do you think this will impact Lil Baby's career moving forward? Fans across social media are already analyzing every moment, and your insights could add to the discussion. Whether you're a diehard Lil Baby supporter, an Akademiks fan, or just here for the drama, your voice is part of this conversation. Don't forget to like this video if you found the breakdown insightful and share it with your friends so they can join the discussion too. Hit the subscribe button and turn on notifications so you never miss updates from the world of hip-hop drama, viral moments, and inside scoops. This story is far from over, and the culture is watching every move. Stay tuned for more updates, reactions, and analysis, because in the world of hip-hop, every action has a ripple effect. Your engagement helps keep the conversation alive, so comment, like, and subscribe now, and let's see where this story goes next.